Okay, let's hope everybody jumps back on. Good thing I don't get too worried about these kinds of things. All right, now here we go. Okay, so now we should be good. For those who join on YouTube, new computer, we should be able to hear this. The thing's a little weird. Everybody here, all good? Thank you. Sorry for that, everybody. Okay, so if you are on YouTube, hello. Thanks for waiting while I switched over to a different computer. Remember that if you want to chat or ask questions or ask for a card, you do have to be logged in so you can use the chat. Good. Now you can hear Carolyn. Thanks for popping back on. Okay. And for you folks on Instagram, thank you for your patience. So let's get started with messages for this week. This is December 7th through the 13th. And I'm going to use Animal Tarot cards. So these are the general messages for this week ahead. This is for everyone who comes to the reading. And then after I pull the general messages, I will pull cards for anyone who has a question or who would just like a card for general guidance. And Kathy, I will tell you, you have been on my mind all week. Okay, so let me have a deep breath here. Get out of the technology world. I have a card for Monday and Tuesday. A card for Monday and Tuesday. Card for Monday and Tuesday, a card for Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. And then a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday. Woohoo! It's a good one. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. Monday, Tuesday. Oh, this is going to be a good week. So we start off with Justice. That is a card out of the Major Arcana. And so this is Animal Tarot, so the animal on here is an elephant. Fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially, have compassion for others, and try to see all sides of a disagreement. So at the beginning of the week, Justice is... it sometimes can be a legal situation. It can be that sometimes. Oftentimes it's more about getting your scales in order for what's fair, what's right, and taking into account sort of all things, you know, spirit and matter, putting all of that in and getting things in balance. It can be also very much about related to another person and just hearing that other point of view, you know, making sure that we're open and we're taking all things into consideration. So at the beginning of the week, if you've got a decision to make, take the time, spend some time weighing everything. And if you listen to your heart and come out of the head a little bit, which I will tell you could be a little bit challenging, and I'll give you an piece why, but do that before you make a decision. Just take a little bit of time. So one of the things that's going on, we're in Sagittarius, as you all know, right? Mercury is in Sagittarius. And when Mercury is in Sagittarius, it's considered debilitated because Mercury is all of our communications, right? It's our communications, it's our ideas, it's our low mind thinking, it's our words. And Mercury wants to be precise with that. Mercury wants to be, have all that neat in a row. Well, being in Sagittarius, Sagittarius doesn't give a hoot about details. Sagittarius just keeps going and going and going. So Mercury is considered debilitated in Sagittarius. It's not working correctly when it's in Sagittarius. So I point that out for Justice, that if you feel like, you know, things are just a little scattered, or you know, things aren't coming together for you. Just take that extra time. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday. Wow, this is a week. We have 3 major arcana. So we knew this was going to be a big month anyhow. Wednesday, Thursday, we have the World. It's a Shetland sheepdog. And it is congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. You've made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you with grace and courage. So when the World card pops up, hey Jen, when the World card pops up, it's usually a sign that something is coming to its completion. But it's coming to its completion in its real fullness. It's the world, right? And so it's the beginning of another cycle, but it's really things coming. And you can see there's this, this card shows a laurel sort of around here. In traditional tarot, it is a full, complete circle, which is, you know, indicating the cycle. What ends begins. Then when we come to the end of the week, we have the High Priestess, which is an owl, which is so great because they've been outside my trees pretty regularly here. This is a time to pause and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. So here we go. So at the end of the week with the High Priestess is about taking time, and we'll put all these 3 together. With the High Priestess, the message here is that there really aren't secrets from us. We know everything that we need to know for this lifetime. How that gets revealed to us and how we come in touch with it, that's the journey we're on. But we're not missing the information. So with the High Priestess, the message there is it's time not to set out and do, but step back and check in. You know, see what's here, see what's being revealed to you and what it is you need to know. So again, these are 3 cards from the major arcana. And there's only 22 of those in the deck out of 76. So we pulled 3 cards and they're all major. So we start the week with Justice, getting things in order, making sure we're seeing both sides, making sure we have all of the information we need before we make a decision. And then in the middle of the week where we have the World, that decision is going to help us bring something to a close. It's going to help us finish something off. We're going to get some information that says, okay, it's time. And then as we go to the end of the week with the High Priestess, it isn't necessarily about starting right away, but now taking some time and pausing and taking a look at the information we have. What do we need before we can start moving again? So this may be a week of closure. It may be a week of really checking inward and really taking the time to evaluate properly before moving out again. Okay. So those are the cards for this week. And again, that was from Animal Tarot. So thank you again, everybody, for your patience at the beginning. And I thought my dog was going to knock over my light, so I thought we'd have to stop again. Thankfully, she didn't. So I will pull cards for anyone who has a question or would like a card for general guidance. I have a few decks on the table. Feel free to put it in the chat on YouTube. Same here on Instagram. If you want to put it under the Q&A, you can. I really messed that up last week. And you know, I'm just going to be totally transparent here. Sagittarius, no filter. If you don't want me to say something, you have to write in there, don't say that. Okay, just want to let you know. Okay, does anybody want a card or have a question? Interesting week. And then, you know, we come up with the solar eclipse on the 14th, a week from tomorrow. So that's another big energy. So, which is right at the new moon. So this reading here actually makes sense with that World card, you know, because we're right before the new moon is where we really, what else do we need to release? What else do we need to let go of so we can take advantage of that new moon energy? And so this World card showing up here is pretty important with that. And then the High Priestess to say, really check in and tune in, and that'll give you some guidance. Okay, we have a question here on YouTube. A general card. Yes, ma'am. So let's have a general card for Carolyn. Carolyn, I think I'm going to Oracle of the Unicorns for you. And Veg Mama, I've got a card coming up for you. So this card is for Carolyn. If we can have a card for general guidance for Carolyn. Okay, for Carolyn. Courage. That was actually the card for December for Sagittarius in the zodiac wheel. Courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. So beautiful, beautiful card here, Carolyn. Instagram, here's the card. Of course, Instagram, you're seeing it backwards. So for general guidance, Carolyn, you're being called to step out more into what it is you're here for, to really present yourself fully and not be small. This says fear is an illusion. So, you know, I mean, we all feel fear, I think, right? So remember that that only has the power that you give it. So know that you are safe in putting yourself out there. That's what you're being asked to do. And know that that's an okay place for you to be. And remember that when you do that, set your boundaries on, I'm putting myself out here, but it, you know, I've got some rules and regulations, folks, right? But you are being called out, not being so small. Okay, let's get, yes, so let's get we're going to Instagram here for a card for general guidance for Veg Mama, and then Sonia will be back to you, and then back to you, Alice, here. Okay, so let's see. I think for Veg Mama, we're going to Messages from the Mermaids. If we can have a card for general guidance. Okay. Recognition. Here you are. So this card is for Veg Mama, or Veg Mama. One day, would you correct me, please? So the card here, recognition. What I love about her is how sort of sassy she is upon this rock. I love it. So ask yourself if you're getting the recognition that you want, that you need in order to take some steps in another direction. You know, being a small business owner, maybe there's something that you want to be doing, but getting some additional recognition would help you in that effort. So maybe take a look at that. Yeah, and seek out. And you know what? If you've been working really hard, even at home, doing your own thing, you know, taking care of family, and you just feel like you've been pulling your hair out and you want someone to say thank you, let them know. Let them know you would like that. And then on the other hand, you know, make sure that you are giving recognition where it is due also, right? That kind of comes two sides for us. Okay, so let's come over here to YouTube for Sonia. Sonia, your question is, can I see what is coming for me? Yeah, let's see what we can get. Okay, we're going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale for Sonia. Sonia. Okay. Okay, Sonia. I went for here, past, present, future here. You're welcome. Okay, so in the past, Ace of Pentacles. In the past, there was the beginning of something, a new idea, but something that was related to sort of that material world, a spark, a birthing of something in the physical world. In the present, you're at the Page of Pentacles. So in the present, you're learning about that a little bit more. You're trying to figure out, what do you do with that now? You've got this energy, you've got this spark, you've got this gift to you. So what do you need to know about it? And what do you need to learn about it? Do you need to ask some questions? Do you need to do some more research? But you're on this. You're on this path of development with this idea. In the future, there were two cards. So we had the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Ooh. So these are of the lovers, love and choice. So in the future, with this new thing that is coming, home, health, money, and work related, material world, you want to make sure you have your own scales in order before you start giving to other people. So make sure you have what you need. Make sure that you're not going to drain or deplete, because with this newness coming in, there may be some excitement about, look what I have, and you just want to share it, which is a wonderful energy. And this is just saying, make sure that as you're making those choices, because again, the Six is related to the lovers. The lovers is love and choice. Make sure when you're making those choices to share, to give, that it's coming from a place that doesn't drain you, but also is going to, I don't want to use the word someone who deserves it. That isn't really what I mean, but someone who really can value that. And then the other card that was in the future was the Six of Cups. And this usually is a childhood or old or protected type of relationship. So there may be someone from the past that is coming up with this, that's coming in here, and maybe they may be wanting to participate somehow or benefit from it somehow. So make sure that this Six of Pentacles is helping you make that right decision before you jump to the Six of Cups. That's what I have for you, Sonia. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. We were back here for Alice. So Alice's question was, may I ask a question about feeling the emotions but not being ruled by them? Then we are going to Whispers of the Ocean. Oh, good, Sonia. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So Alice, ask a question about feeling emotions but not being ruled by them. Message from Alice. Feeling emotions but not being ruled by them. That can't be right. I don't know. It is right. Okay, Alice. Distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination. Let's put all this together. Convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Really important right now. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart with respect and sincerity. So you're talking about feeling the emotions, not being ruled by them. Every step counts. Every step counts. There's an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. And then persistent drive. See what you desire and move toward that goal. It's time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. So the question about feeling emotions and not being ruled by them is really saying, get a hold of, convey your meaning. So get a hold of what it is you are in the middle of. What are you, if you have emotions running, they're running about something. So what is that? Get in touch with that. We have the High Priestess here, as you said, you saw that. So get in touch with that. Get your meaning, get your words. We are a little bit challenged right now with Mercury and Sagittarius. We know that, but take your time, get your words, and every small bit counts. So remember that you don't have to have everything in order. You don't have to have everything done in order to take first step. Baby steps. So if it just means opening up a little bit to convey, right? That is a step. Every step counts. And then persistent drive. You know where you want to go. And so whenever you feel the emotions coming in and taking over, take the breath, take the pause, step back, and then go at it again. That's this every step counts. So, and just keep coming back at it, right? Instead of retreating, instead of running because the emotions are too much. Sit with the emotion. What is it? Understand it. Is it this really running, right? Or is it this? And keep coming back. Okay. I think we had a question back here on YouTube. Let me see. A tree hugger to tree stumps was wondering what in the world this could mean. Yes, Alice. Baby steps, yeah. Hola, Misa. Okay, so Kathy is focused on tree stumps and keeps coming upon them. And what in the world can this mean? I'm going to go to Sacred Destiny for Kathy and her relationships with tree stumps. What is this that Kathy needs to know about tree stumps? Okay, that came out. Okay, miracles. Wow. So here is YouTube, Instagram. Here's the card. So tree stumps, and you know what? Look at this. That butte almost looks like a tree stump, doesn't it? Can you see that? It almost does. Miracles. So I think Kathy, with that the tree stumps are there to caught. You've been seeing them and they've been catching your attention, right? And that's the message. The message is to catch your attention. So when you see that tree stump, take the moment and figure out where are you in your, what's happening when you're seeing it, right? Are you thinking about something? Is there a particular person, a situation that's on your mind? Are you in a meditative state, right? Like what's happening in that moment when you see that tree stump? and find that message in there. So it's no different than when we keep seeing feathers, right? Or coins. We're getting messages, and that tree stump is a message for you. And it's reminding you, I mean, what the miracle is saying, remember that messages come to you in all different ways. Your attention is being called there. And so check that out, see where you are. What do you need to reflect upon? What are you doing? And trust what will come. Yeah. Tree stumps, interesting. I see the big tall ones. Okay. They're helping you create some bizarrely wonderful art. I bet they are. I bet. But I think there's messages in those tree stumps. Sit on one, right? Sit on one. Put your hands on it. Feel it. Sit on it. Take a breath on it. See what's coming. Something's coming. Mother Earth is talking to you. Okay. So we have a request to be live in a video. If you want to ask a question, we can do that. So let's see. Go live. Okay. So YouTube, we are taking a question over on Instagram. Nope, but it was declined. So I guess we don't want to do a live. Okay. All right. Did I miss a question from anyone? Did anyone else have a question? Or did anyone else want a card? Or are we wrapped up on Sunday Synergy? So where are we? If you're on YouTube, you can just type your question in. If you're on Instagram, you can type, or of course you can request to be live, in which case you'll come on the screen. Okay, so if you joined a little bit late, messages for the week this week is definitely taking it slow this week to get things in order with the Justice card. Get everything balanced. Get the perspective you need. You're going to be closing some things out middle of the week, which is perfect timing coming up for the eclipse and the new moon coming up on the 14th. And then as you're closing out, before you jump into something else, take the pause, take some time in inaction, and get things, know where you're going before you head off in a new direction. That's the messages for this week. Okay. Well, it looks like I think I got everybody's questions. So thank you everyone for joining. If there's anyone else who had a question, you can type it in quickly or wanted a card. I will tell you, I am doing a big, you're welcome, Alice. I am doing a big holiday buy one, get one reading special. So if you subscribe to my newsletter, you will get that. That's for subscribers only. And you can find the link in my bio on Instagram and down below on YouTube. And I will send you that newsletter. And I wish you all a wonderful week. We've got some good stuff coming up. You know, we have the solar eclipse. So for those of you in Latin America, Argentina, Chile, parts of Africa, you can see the solar eclipse. We won't see it here in the Northern Hemisphere. We have the new moon, and then coming up on the 21st, of course, we have solstice and all kinds of goodies with Jupiter and Saturn. And so, okay, everyone, great week. Thank you again for your patience while I got everything figured out, and I will figure out what the heck is going on with my computer and YouTube. Big love to everyone, and thank you for joining. See you soon. Ending YouTube and ending